Hi, Samantha here. So we'll do a short sequence for spring with the rising energy of spring, building strong foundations and flexibility in the upper body. We work with the gallbladder and liver, so we work on the outside of the body for the gallbladder meridian and inside of the leg for the liver meridian. So first we're going to do some side stretches. So I will mirror you. So with your left foot, you point your foot, right hand comes up towards the ceiling, take an inhale, look up. And as you exhale, sink towards that heel, just bending down through the side, feeling that nice side stretch, and then coming back up. So left arm comes up, look up, point the opposite foot, sink down towards that heel, coming onto the toe so the heel is lifted and coming back to center. So right arm comes up, point the left foot to look up and exhale as you sink down. Do you feel this nice stretch and bend to the side of the body? Inhaling. Exhale as you sink down. We'll do one more on each side, but we're going to stay in a hold and pulse at each side. So right arm comes up, point the left foot, sink down to your left and just pulsing here as the hand just strokes down the body. Just feeling that stretch in the side of the waist, opening the body up. And then come back to center, plant that heel. Opposite arm comes up. Look up, point the opposite toe and sink down. And again, just pulsing gently, just lifting and lowering. Just feel a stretch in the outer waist and then come back to center. So, with your right foot, stay onto your right foot. So you shift the weight onto your right foot and then bring the left foot across. So it comes in front. So you've got this nice cross with your legs. Shift the weight to that front foot and come onto the back toes. Clasp your hands, lift the palms up to the ceiling, look up. And then as you exhale, we twist and we look towards the back heel. And then you come up to face the front, bring the hands down, plant that back heel and bring that front foot back to a central position. So right foot comes across. Shift to the weight to the front foot and come on the back toes. Inhale, arms up, look up and then look towards that back heel as you twist. There is a balance in this. Coming back up to the center, bring the hands down, just plant that back heel and the foot comes back to a central position. So one more time. Left foot comes across. Shift your weight to that front foot and come on the back toes. Inhale, arms up. Exhale as you twist, looking towards the back heel, and we're going to pulse here as well. So we just lift ever slightly, and as you exhale, you look towards the back heel. So we're just releasing and twisting. Releasing, twisting, really good for your spine. Opening the gallbladder meridian. And then come back to center, hands come down, shift your weight to that back foot and bring the front foot across. So opposite foot comes across now. Shift the weight to that front leg, come on to the back toes. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, twist, look to the back heel. Again, just lifting ever so slightly and then squeeze. Lifting and twist. One more lift and twist. And coming back up, bring your hands down, bend your knees, come onto that back foot and bring the opposite foot across. So now we'll do some sun salutation. So come to the top end of the mat. Again, still warming our body up. So bring your feet either hip width apart. If you have them hip width apart, outside edge of your feet should be parallel with the long edge of the mat. And that might mean your toes are slightly turned in. Alternatively, bring your feet together for a slightly stronger stretch. I tend to have my heels slightly apart. Again, that leaves the outside edge of my foot nice and straight. Inhale, arms up. So arch your back any amount. And exhale as you forward fold. So we're lengthening the hands down towards the floor. Soften the knees. Sit bones stretch up towards the ceiling. And our head lengthens down to the mat. You pull your navel in. And if you want to, you can bring the hands behind your heels. Draw the chest in for a deeper stretch. Just using your breath. Inhale as you look forward, just lengthening the spine. Exhale, plant your hands down, nice strong foundation. Stretch back with one leg and the other. And bring your knees down, tops of the feet flat on the mat. So chest halfway down, elbows in. Bring your chest through and up. Come onto the top of the feet so your legs are lifted so you get that nice strong stretch to the front of the body. And you're just looking just ahead. And then drop your knees, tailbone comes back, turn your toes under. Stretch your sit bones to the ceiling for downward facing dog. So pull your navel in and bring your heels towards the mat. But you're lengthening up through the spine. So your spine is constantly lengthening up towards the ceiling. That way the weight comes off your hands, off your wrist, pulling the navel in. So if this is your first one today, you might want to just walk your feet out. So just dipping one knee and pushing into the opposite heel. Can feel like a really good stretch. Changing legs. So just following your breath as you're doing this. Nice and slow, stretching and lengthening your spine up. And then bringing both heels in towards the mat. Look towards your hands, pull your navel in, bend your knees, spring forward with one foot and the other. Forward fold, drawing that chest in. And then bend your knees and roll up nice and slowly. And curling your spine, bringing your arms up towards the ceiling, arching back any amount. And exhale, hands to your heart. So we're going to do that again, but we're going to hold plank before we come to chaturanga. So either feet hip width apart or together, pull that navel in. Tuck your tailbone under, diaphragm comes in so you don't overarch your lumbar spine. Shoulders come back and down, dynamic arms. So you're stretching your arms towards the floor. Inhale, arms up. Arch back any amount. And exhale as you forward fold. Again, chest draws in, head down towards the mat, lengthening down. You can bring your hands behind your heels to get a deeper stretch. Just do what feels right for you. And then inhale, lift your chest, lengthening the spine. Exhale, plant your hands. Step back with one leg and the other. And we come into a high plank here. So shoulders should be about over your wrists and hands, onto your toes. You don't want to dip your lumbar spine, but you don't want to push your bum in the air either. So nice level in your back. Pull that navel in nice and strong. And then drop your knees. Tops of the feet flat on the mat. Modified chaturanga. Halfway down with the chest, elbows in. Bring your chest through. Come onto the top of the feet so that the legs are lifted, shoulders come back and down, and just look ahead. And then drop your knees, sit bones come back, turn your toes under, lengthen up through the spine. Sit bones come up to the ceiling, heels towards the mat. Again, we're just going to stretch through the back of the legs as we keep warming up here. Just coming high onto your toes, heels are lifted. Lengthen through the spine, nice straight spine here, and then just draw the heels back into the mat. Again, come onto your toes, heels are lifted, lengthen through the spine, really getting some height here. Pull that navel in, and then push the heels back down. One more, come onto the toes, lift the heels. Lengthen up through the spine, pull that navel in. Shoulders come away from the ears. And bring the heels into the mat. Just focusing on your breath. And then look towards your hands, bend your knees, spring forward with one leg and the other. Forward fold, drawing your chest in, head down. And then roll up nice and slowly. Bringing your arms up towards the ceiling, palms together, arching back any amount. And then exhale, hands to your heart. Okay, so we're just going to come to chair position. So legs are together, so you squeeze your legs together. I'll come and face you. Bend into the knees. Pull your navel in, tuck your tailbone under. So it's as if you are sitting into your imaginary chair. So just make sure you're not overarching your lumbar spine, and then stretch your arms up, shoulders come back and down. Just gazing on the wall, just finding a spot to find your focus. And then bring your hands to the waist. So the left heel ankle is going to come to the top of the right knee. So I'll turn to face you so you can see. Still bending into that standing leg, flexing this foot, and you're mindfully pushing that knee down. Pull that navel in and bring your arms up. Shoulders come back and down. Sinking into the sit bones. Nice strong legs, strong foundation, opening up into that liver meridian. And then bring your hands down to the waist and bring that top leg back. So we're coming to a warrior one position. So front leg is bent, push into the big toe. Back leg is straight, pushing into the back heel. Push that big toe mound if you feel a bit wobbly. Nice, strong, straight shin. And then bring your arms up to the ceiling, shoulders come back and down. Creating strong legs, strong foundations in which to grow out of for the rest of the year. Pull that navel in. And then bring the hands either side of the foot. Bring that foot back. Come onto a plank position, onto your toes, and then drop the knees, tops of the feet flat on the mat. Chest down, elbows in, and bring yourself through. Coming onto the back, top of the toes, top of the feet, shoulders come back and down. And then drop your knees, turn your toes under, lift your sit bones up, and heels towards the mat. We'll just stay here for a few breaths. Lengthening up through the ceiling, pulling that navel in. Just breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. Just quietening the mind. On your next inhale, look towards your hands, bend your knees, spring forward with one foot and the other. Forward fold, head to knee, draw your chest in, and then roll up nice and slowly. Bringing the arms up towards the ceiling, arching back any amount. And exhale, hands to your heart. So again, we'll do the other side. So chair pose first, Utkatasana. So bring your legs together, bend down into your knees, tuck your tailbone under, pull that navel in, shoulders come back and down. And then draw your arms up, shoulders come back and down. Chin should be parallel with the mat. Again, just creating these strong legs, strong foundation. And then bring your hand to the waist. So the right leg comes up. So again, I'll turn towards you so you can see the ankle is on the top of my thigh, on the top of my knee. Flexing my foot, mindfully pushing that knee down to open the hip. And then when you feel balanced, just bringing your arm up. Shoulders come back and down, pull that navel in. Feeling strong and stable. And then bring the hand down and just bring that top leg back to a warrior one position, Virabhadrasana 1. So again, nice straight shin, push into the big toe mound. I'm much more stable on this side. You'll probably find that you're more stable on one side than the other. Push into the back heel, pull the navel in, and then arms stretch up. Shoulders come back and down. Just using your breath. And then bring the hands either side of the foot. Bring that front foot back, coming into a plank position. Pull that navel in. Nice and strong. Drop your knees, tops of the feet flat on the mat. Chest halfway down, elbows in. Bring your chest through. And then just drop your knees, push back into child's pose. So knees nice and wide. Big toes together, sit bones to your heels and lengthen forward. Just using your breath. And just feeling that stretch. You can, if you want to, just fold your arms one on top of the other. You can draw your forehead resting on the arms if that feels more comfortable. Just focusing on a breath. And then coming onto all fours. So just onto your knees. Knees underneath your hips. Onto your hands. Wrists underneath your shoulders. We're going to pull the navel in, neutral spine, and the left arm and right leg is going to stretch away. So you're lengthening away, you're pushing into that back heel, pull that navel in so you're nice and strong. And then we're going to bring the elbow and the knee together in the center, and then extend out, stretching away. Nice and strong foundations, drawing in. And lengthening away, stretching away. Last one, drawing in. And lengthen away, push into the heel. And then bring your hand down and bring that knee down. Opposite sides. So left leg comes out, right arm stretches out. Push into the heel. Elbow comes towards the knee. And extend out. Again, elbow comes to the knee and extend out. One more, elbow to knee. And lengthen and hold here for a moment. And then bring your hand down. Bring your knee down. Knees nice and wide. Push back into child's pose. Just feel this nice stretch here. And then coming onto your knees. So turn towards the long edge of the mat. Again, I'm going to mirror you. So extend your right leg out. Just make sure that your big toe is in line with your knee. So you don't want to be twisted either further back or to the front. Have this nice straight alignment. So we're going to just extend that arm down the leg and then bring the opposite arm over. So you feel the stretch in the side of the waist. And then plant that hand just at the side of the knee. Bring the opposite arm over. And you can come onto the toes, so point your toes so you can get a deeper, longer stretch. And then plant that foot, coming back up. So hand down the leg. Arm comes over, coming back up, plant that hand. Opposite arm comes over your head in line with the ear, point the foot. So you get this nice deep stretch. And then plant that heel, bring the arm up one more time. Comes over, you get that nice stretch. Last one. Just working with your breath. Point the foot, stretching out. And then plant that heel, bring the hand up. And then bring that knee down. And come to the opposite side. So extending the opposite leg out. Again, check your alignment. Hand comes down that leg, opposite arm comes over. Feel the stretch in the side of the waist. And come back to center. Plant that hand by your knee. Opposite arm comes over. Point the toes. Feel that stretch and length. And then coming back up. Extend the arms over your head. Coming back. So just bending front the waist. Pointing the foot as you bring the arm over your head. Just create this nice flow as inhale, last one, and exhaling. Inhale as you come back to center, plant your hand and exhale. Again, pointing the toes. And then come back up. Bring your knee down. And then just move your feet to the side, coming down. And come into a wide leg position. So I like to keep my heels on the mat, so I'll sit a little bit back so I can get my heels on. It just makes it a little bit more comfortable. So with the right foot, bring the foot in towards the top of the groin. So wide leg Janu Sirsasana. Bring the hand on the thigh and then extend the opposite hand down to that extended leg. Grab the foot if you can, if you're not, your shin or your ankle. And turn your chest to the side. Looking up to the ceiling and bring your opposite arm over the head. Now it might not get so you can just keep it hovering or you can bring it down towards the arm. Lengthening the body away. Pull that navel in. So bring the right hand up. Plant the hand. Opposite arm over your head. Lean into that hand and look up. And then extend the hand down to the foot. Feeling that extension. And opposite arm comes over your head. So we're just going to flow here. Just coming up on the inhale. Plant the hand and exhale it. Inhale it. Extend and exhale it. And just come back to the center. So with the left hand, put it on the outside of your right thigh. Bring the opposite hand to the back. Just close to your spine on the floor, and just use that hand just to twist slightly, looking behind. So the twist comes from the torso and the spine, not your neck. And then release. Just lean back and just extend that leg out again. So left leg comes in this time, opposite side, foot comes towards the top of the groin. Hand comes onto the thigh. So just extending the opposite arm up, the right arm up, and extend it down to that right foot. Turn your chest, and then bring the opposite arm over your head. You'll probably find that one side is different to the other. Feeling the stretch in the side of the waist, and then bring the hand down. So hand comes by the side of the hip, opposite arm comes over your head. Extending down towards that foot, arm comes over, feeling the stretch in the waist. And back up, inhale it. And exhaling. Last one, extending towards that foot, bringing the opposite arm over and coming back up. So right hand comes onto the left thigh, left hand comes behind, so it's close to my buttocks, keeping my spine strong. Keep that extended foot flexed and turn from the waist and the spine. So you inhale to lift. Exhale as you twist. And then release, again leaning back, extending that leg out, and then just shaking your feet in, give them a shake. And just come to the lengthways of your mat, bring your feet down, knees are bent, leaning onto your hands, bring your sit bones in, and then come down onto your elbows, and then extend your back, shoulders and head down, and keep your feet on the mat, knees bent. Just do a gentle bridge position, just to open the area just underneath the abdomen where the liver and gallbladder are, just to open in this space. It's great for the spine too, great for building strength in the thighs. So make sure your knees are hip width apart. Keep them strong. They will want to wing out, so you need to keep them strong. Just bring the hands flat on the mat by the hips. And then just lift the hips up, lengthening towards the ceiling. Pushing the hands into the mat, just pushing your hips up, knees and legs are strong. And then just gently lower each vertebrae at a time down towards the mat. Exhale as you come down. Inhale as you lift. Slightly squeezing the shoulder blades, coming onto the shoulders, tops of the shoulders. As you push up a little bit further, and then slowly releasing your shoulders, releasing your hips down. One more, inhale it. Just squeezing the shoulder blades slightly, coming onto the tops of the shoulders, mindful that your knees are staying strong, that your thighs are strong. Just broadening the abdomen, broadening the torso out, and then release your shoulders down. Release your shoulders, hips, and just extend one leg down to the outer edges of the mat. Extend the other leg down. Just allowing your feet to splay out, that relaxes your hips. Bringing your palms facing upwards away from your body, that relaxes your shoulders. And just relax into Shavasana, corpse pose for relaxation. Taking a deep inhale, and as you exhale, just releasing and relaxing each part of your body in turn. And just stay here for as long as you need to. Just finding that normal breath. Just focusing on the pause between the inhale and the exhale.